just crossed my mind. We don't have a rock weather thing every day when we go to KROQ weather or something like that. Who needs all that stuff? Listen, here's the weather. A few clouds through the weekend with possible showers. And the low tonight, 65. High tomorrow, 85. And with light smog. And okay, let's get to it. Keep you steadfast right here on the rock. Yeah. Don't get hung up on me. Don't get hung up on me. Don't go and do that. This is Mac Davis. Come on.
Girl, you're getting that look in your eyes, and it's starting to worry me. I ain't ready for no family ties. Nobody's gonna hurry me. Just keep it friendly, girl, 'cause I don't want to leave. Don't start clinging to me, girl, 'cause I can't breathe. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause I'll just use you and I'll set you free. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Girl, you're a hot-blooded woman, child, and it's warm where you're touching me. But I can tell by your trembling smile, you're seeing way too much in me. Girl, don't let your life get tangled up with mine, 'cause I'll just leave you. I can't take no clinging fine. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause I'll just use you, then I'll set you free. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me. 'Cause I'll just use you, then I'll set you free. Baby, baby, don't get hooked on me.
Mac Davis, don't get hooked on me, baby. 9:19 on your Saturday Night Rock.
The Rock! KROQ!
Never been a millionaire, and I tell you, mama, I don't care. Never gonna own a racehorse or a fastback mid-engine Ford. Don't think I'll own a private jet on the stock exchange. I'm no threat. So won't you help me make up my mind? Don't you think I better get myself back home? Oh yeah. Sitting in the moonlight glow. Excuse me if my feelings show. Watching all the trucks roll by, dreaming up an alibi. You see, back home I'm considered the fool, but maybe they're right, I don't know. So can't you help me make up my mind? Don't you think I better get myself back home?
deep blue with Rod Stewart on the rock. It'll be true blue to you, baby. But it's coming up with a couple of bubble up and bubble gum lines now and then, you know, and really thin it out here for you. 9:23 on the rock. Listen, giving up, boy, that was abrupt, wasn't it? Giving up being thin. Listen, do you eat compulsively? Am I talking to you? Do you find that diets, doctors, or pills and all that really don't work in time, you know? Are you digging your grave with your teeth? Well, I can understand that. Listen, I have help. Overeaters Anonymous, a self-help organization. It has a solution, and it's free. And no, I don't mean more kind of food. Phone KROQ, the Rock for details. Don't call me now. Hey, wait a money over all that stuff, man. We get it together here.
KROQ.
Al Green. Al Green. Still in love with you, baby. You know it.
Spending my day thinking about you, girl. Being here with you, being there with you, can't explain myself. Let me know that love is really real, but it seems to me that I'm wrapped up in your love. Don't you know that I'm still short up in love with you?
Still in love with you.
To know that I'm still shut up.
We ain't kidding around, kid. This is the new rock for your excitement here at LA Radio. I can just see the cards and letters a couple of days from now. I think you have a fine staff. If that guy comes on at 6 o'clock and shouts and screams and all that, he's the only fly in the ointment, and he's got to go. 9:27. Well, you're probably right, but I'll tell you. Nothing like being on that tightrope, yeah. All right.
I'm up on the tight wire. One side's ice and one is fire. It's a circus game with you and me. I'm up on the tight rope. One side's hate and one is hope. But the top hat on my head is all you see. And the wire seems to be the only place for me. A comedy of errors and falling. Like a rubberneck giraffe, you look into my past. Well, baby, you're just too blind to see. I'm I'm up in the spotlight. Oh, does it feel right? Well, the altitude seems to get to me. I'm up on a tight wire, blinked by life and the funeral pyre. Putting on a show for you to see. Like a rubber-necked giraffe, you look into my past. Well, maybe you're just too blind to see. I'm up in the spotlight. Oh, does it feel right? Well, the altitude really gets to me. I'm up on the tight wire, blinked by life and the funeral pyre. But I ain't gonna show you to see.
Precarious. Tight wire. Up high. Always up there. That's sexy. Leon Russell of the KROQ, the Rock for LA.
The Rock, AROQ, Burbank.
So far, so good as L.A. heads into Labor Day. This is Paul Oscar Anderson, KROQ News. Last Labor Day weekend saw 66 Californians die on the state's highways, but it looks like this year will be less horrendous. The CHP reports no tie-ups and no major accidents in the first 24 hours of the weekend. The National Safety Council has a suggestion to help you stay alive till Tuesday.
Keep your head clear from influence of alcoholic beverages while driving. Stop for a roadside rest every 100 miles or 2 hours and protect yourself against the mistakes of other drivers by defensive driving and buckling up your seatbelt.
Around the rest of the nation, more than 150 have died on the highways. 600 will perish before Monday midnight. Labor Day came early for many expectant mothers at Bel Air Memorial Hospital this morning. They were there to get abortions. About 250 members of the Right to Life League were also there to try to dissuade the abortion seekers, but KROQ reporter Inez Pedrosa discovered some folks confronting the demonstrators who were just as strong in favor of abortion.
You're going to say that a woman, it's not her prerogative if she wants to go through life and have a child and it's not wanted right now.
No, but she doesn't have to keep that child. She can give it up for adoption.
That's not the answer to it either. You're not going to carry a child for 9 months and then give it up. That simple.
And I know so many.
She'll love it then. She won't give it up. She'll love it. If she doesn't want to give it.
Support it. You're going to walk the streets to support your kid?
You don't have to walk the streets. There's plenty of ways of people.
Live off the government.
According to Ms. Pedrosa, as many as 60 abortions a day are performed at Bel Air Memorial Hospital in West Los Angeles. In South Los Angeles, a Labor Day jazz festival has been called off for lack of interest. That festival was set to start this evening, but sponsors said not enough people showed to make it worthwhile. No such problem in a place called Bull Island, Illinois. More than 275,000 rock fans are still trying to get on that three-day happening. Promoters say the affair will be bigger and hotter than Woodstock. Police say the throng is orderly and gate crashing is at a minimum. Picketing has been orderly at the Inter Harvest Lettuce Ranch near Salinas, where the United Farm Workers Union has shut down operations completely. 2,000 members of Cesar Chavez's outfit are on strike. Against that, one of the largest lettuce growers in all the West. Numerous firefighters in the West are spending the weekend trying to contain an enormous number of blazes, mostly in Northern California.
Were primarily all caused by lightning, approximately 475 during the storm. 185 in the last 16 to 18 hours. Storm is still in progress, affecting some of the areas throughout the country, and they're in very remote areas, no roads, and most of the access has been by placing smoke jumpers in there or moving men in with helicopters.
The U.S. Forest Service official says no structures are threatened and no one has been injured. Some injured feelings have been soothed today as 160 stranded Americans start home from London. The group found themselves without a way to get home after their charter firm folded its wings. World Airways came to the rescue. Saturday, the 2nd day of September 1972, was the day that also saw anti-war activist David Dellinger say those 3 prisoners to be released by Hanoi will be home within weeks. Reports that Israel has given Egypt a new peace offer calling for the return of 2/3 of the Sinai Peninsula seized in the 1967 war. The deadly combat continued near Saigon, with both sides losing 200 dead as the war winds down.
The Los Angeles Rams, 1972-73 version. A so-so exhibition season to be expected. Fans complaining about the high price to view average play. And even a Coliseum scoreboard which isn't allowed to do what it's supposed to do, show instant replays. With more than $1 million invested in that piece of equipment, someone is getting shortchanged there also. The Super Bowl clash this time around returns to Los Angeles and may bring back a 1966 participant from that inaugural affair, the Kansas City Chiefs. Along with the Jets and Raiders, the more impressive in the AFC. In the NFC, Detroit looks like a winner, but 5 clubs in either conference could be there, and the Rams are one of them. What they need to get into the Biggie is spelled out by a former Green Bay great who met the Chiefs in that first Super Football feature, defensive end Willie Davis.
The injury factor can make the difference, and I think this is why you have to rate a club like Dallas with all the experience, the people who can step in, and there's no noticeable difference in the performance. And, of course, the Rams, I think, have the frontline people, and it would be a matter of whether they could keep those people healthy for most of the year. Obviously, from what has occurred so far this year, you know that Gabriel is the real key to any chance they have.
Coaches like to say the quarterback doesn't win it. Maybe they'd admit he can lose it. At any rate, the Rams have a new backup signal caller in former USC star Pete Beathard, brought in by the new management for whom he had played previously. The footsteps Gabe hears this year could come from a teammate. It's the best Ram team that Gabriel has had behind him. If he's off the mark this year, he could be off the field with his Ram career behind him. I'm Bob Catron, KROQ Sports.
In afternoon big league action, the Dodgers beat St. Louis 5-1. The Angels are playing Baltimore at this moment, and Milt Pappas missed a perfect game by a whisker as he pitched a no-hitter to get Chicago an 8-0 win over the Padres. L.A. weather. A few clouds over the weekend with the possibility of showers. Low tonight 65, high tomorrow 85 with light small. This is Paul Oscar Anderson, KROQ News.
I've never known before. It's called easy living. This is a place I've never seen before, and I've been forgiven. Easy living, and I've been forgiven since you've taken your place in my heart.
baby. And that's what we're doing for you right now. With Uriah Heep here on the Rock. 9:38 and getting it ready for the rabbit who comes in at 10 o'clock tonight. And then all night long, man. It's going to be just one great big thing. And I'm talking to you about that concert, too, that's going to come up. The most incredible Los Angeles rock concert that you can ever imagine. I'm not going to tell you all about it now. We'll get to the details about that in the next couple of days. Listen, did you know that during a fire, people stampede toward the only exit they know? That's right, they're like animals, man. They do, hey, look out for me, number one. Look out, let me out. Of course, people think like that. But listen, the door that they entered is the one that they really head out for. So give yourself the edge. This is me sitting near the door. No, but be calm. Notice where the emergency exits are before you go into a place, before you enter a crowded or a strange building. I even checked it out before I come in here, you know? It can save your life. The Doobie Brothers now on the Rock for L.A. And listen to the music. Getting on with us Saturday night. Yeah, it's getting on to almost late. And Sing Song Blue. For you sitting right there.
Song sung blue, everybody knows one. Song sung blue, every garden grows one. Subject to the blues now and then. take the blues and make a song, you sing them out again. You sing them out again. Song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on my pillow. Can sing it with a cry in your voice, and before you know it, get to feeling good. You simply got no choice. Subject to the blues now and then. When you take the blues and make a song, you sing them out again. Song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on my pillow. Can sing it with a cry in your voice, and before you know it, started feeling good. You simply got no choice. Song sung blue, song sung blue.
Song Blue there for you. For your Saturday night, you're by the rock, baby. Jim Wood. Gonna take it right up to the Rabbit at 10. Right here is the place.
The Rock, Mama, KROQ.
A little bit of Chicago. Saturday night in the park.
Saturday in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. Singing Italian song. It goes by, can you dig it? Yes, I can. And I've been waiting such a long time for Saturday. Another day in the park. I think it was the 4th of July. Another day in the park. I think it was the 4th of July.
July like you are. Hey, every day in the park, Chicago.
KROQ.
The main ingredients. And everybody plays the fool. How about you? Have you had your turn yet? Well, come on.
Okay, so your heart broke.
Yeah,
You sit around hoping,
it happens.
crying. You say you even thinking about time? Well, before you do anything rash, dig this. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, it may be factual, may be cruel. I ain't lying. Everybody plays the fool. Falling in love is such an easy thing to do, and there's no guarantee that the one you love is gonna love you. Oh, loving eyes, they cannot see. A certain person could never be. Love runs deeper than any ocean. It clouds your mind with emotion. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, it may be factual, may be cruel. I wanna tell you this, everybody plays the fool. How can you help it when the music starts to play and your ability to reason is swept away? Oh, heaven on earth is all you see. You're out of touch with reality, and now you cry. But when you do, next time around, someone cries for you. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. They use your heart just like a tool. Listen, baby, they never tell you soul is cool. I wanna say it again. Everybody plays the fool. Listen to me, baby. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. No exception to the
Sometimes, yeah.
Maybe factual, maybe cruel.
They use your heart just like a tool. Yeah, isn't that cruel? Everybody gets to play the fool. Every now and then, some do it more than others. You know how it goes.
The Rock! KROQ!
Weird night, first night here. I'm not even myself tonight for some reason. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go home and listen, have kind of a self-abortive analysis on myself, you know, some kind of blind date with myself here and see what I can get to, because I got to get a little more righteous other than just tonight, you know. But we'll get to it now on The Rock. This is Daniel Boone.
Sunday morning, up with the lark. I think I'll take a walk in the park. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. I've got someone waiting for me, and when I see her, I know that you'll say, hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Ha, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh, my, it's a beautiful day. Birds are singing, and you're by my side. Sunday, go on and on. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Ha, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh, my, it's a beautiful day. Ha, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh, my, it's a beautiful day. Ha, ha.
With a big field marching band bass drum on that. Daniel Boone. Hey.
This is my
Beautiful Sunday. Yours too, I hope. Well, the mornings, I don't know if he's on tomorrow morning. I guess he is. Charlie Tuna. The Charlie Tuna Show. Are you ready for that? Sam Riddle in the afternoons along with Jay Stevens. Coming up 4 minutes from now, The Rabbit. All these different kinds of shows. It's almost helter-skelter. But not really. It's The Rock, baby.
The Rock! KROQ!
Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Oh, I sit down and I moan sometimes over a big mistake I made. Didn't take time to love her, and it cost her love to be. Oh, if you have true love, take a tip from a man misery. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Oh, I see how much I was wrong now to avoid such a love so true. But now I really miss her, and I see what loneliness can do. Oh, if you have true love, take a tip from a man misery. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Oh, I wish I could turn back the time and have her back here with me. I'd do anything to keep her, to avoid this pain and misery. For those that's happy, take a tip from a man misery. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. I beg, don't ever be lonely, poor little fool like me. Don't you ever be lonely,
Don't ever be lonely. Don't ever be a lonely fool.
I beg, don't
Yeah. Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose on
The Rock! KROQ!
The Rock. Gonna leave The Rock right now. Gonna leave The Rock with The Rabbit here for you. Jim Wood. See you Monday night at 6. If I'm not sick. Hey, you ain't heard nothing yet. Let's get out of here.
Now, wait, hold it. Before we start this thing, excuse me on the background there. Give me a little yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, we've been partying all day in response to the opening of a new station, right? Well, Jim Wood didn't show up, okay? So I showed up at the party, and I spent most of the day gnawing on the thighs of the secretaries that I'll be working for. I remember looking up once and seeing the lady who was going to sign my check and thinking, right. So they said, come on in at 10 o'clock. Everybody else has passed out, so it's my turn. I've been waiting 4 years in Los Angeles for somebody to say, go on the radio and do what you want to do. Well, that's what they told me, and that's what we'll do between now and 2 o'clock.
Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. This old engine makes it on time. Leaves Central Station about 8:45. At Trouble Junction at 17:2 at 9:45. You know it's traveling again. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Trouble ahead, a lady in red. Take my advice, you'd be better off dead. Switchman sleeping train, 102 is on the wrong track and headed for you. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. But still don't see. Come round the bend, you know it's the end. The fireman screams and the engine just gleams. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, you know, trouble behind.
notion just crossed my mind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind.
And so much for the demise of a mythical engineer. This is KROQ, the rock in Los Angeles. It's the Rabbit. Got Rycooter.
My engine shine, pumping steam, and I was grinding at you hard to stand. I was burning down the rail to heat the weight, hauling ass and riding up the track. And I laughed at the conductor who was telling me my coal would never last. When the fire in my boiler quit before I came, there ain't no empty cellar, need a gone dead train. Once was at a time when I could mama shave on dry and raise a feeble nice downshift. Waiting at the station with the heavy loaded sack, saving up and holding just a spit. Shooting a supply from my demon's eye, instead of waiting for time to hope I will. When the fire in the boil up and quit before I came, there ain't no empty cellar, need a gone dead train. Yes, a gone dead train. Got to help it to burn. You know it's a gone dead train. You got to teach it to learn. There ain't no easy way when the daily runner downhill full. And there ain't no easy day wishing for some jelly roll. There ain't no switch been made, let a juicy lemon find a spring to run a dry well for. And the fire in the boil off and split before I came, there ain't no empty cellar, need a gone dead train. Yes, a gone dead train. Got to help it to burn. You know it's a gone dead train. You got to teach it to learn. You know it's a gone dead train. Got to help it to burn. You know it's a gone dead train. You got to help it to learn.
Locomotive when it can't get the smoke up anymore. A gone dead train. The soundtrack of the movie Performance. This is The Rock, KROQ, with a Rabbit sitting here at 10 past 10. Inaugural night, September 2nd. This is going to be interesting. Hang on. Right on, and all those hip things to say. Far out, groovy. Woo! Got the Stones from Exile.
Got it sweet like an angel. Got it green up, girl. Got it sweet like an angel. Up on the mountain. She ain't no sing pop. She ain't no star. But she sure talking good. She moves so fast. But you got it danger. Yeah, you got it change. But you keep on pushing. Would you take off it? She counted up your minute, counted up your debt. She's a pretty black angel, oh, not a sweet black straight. Pretty little nigga, sitting on the wall. Her brother made a party run by one. For a Dutch murder in the judge's court. Daddy judge, he gonna judge her for all that he's worth. But you got it changed, got it changed. You keep on pushing, would you do the same? She counted up the minute, she counted up the day. She's a sweet black angel. Now they're gonna throw the teacup. Now they're red loving school mom. It's over, gonna free her.
KROQ, the Stones, and just about anybody else they could pay to get into the studio with them. KROQ, here's the first night of the Rabbit program. That's from Exile on Main Street. My disc jockey manual said you ought to throw that kind of information out, then you gotta roll right along. Impress everybody with the heavy, small H, of what you's doing, you dig? I'm trying. See, I'm getting paid for this. That's money I made in a long time. So if I talk over the records every now and then, you dig. It's a sale cat.
Tell your daddy and your mama too, you got something better to do than stick around the house the rest of your life. You're 18, you can do what you like. You be the queen of my highway, my motorcycle mama, and we'll see the world from my Harley. We'll get matching jackets and hair homeless too. We'll get respect from the towns we ride through. We'll sleep at the roadside in the soft green grass, and if the squares won't buy, we'll let them pass. You'll be the queen of my highway, the motorcycle mama. We'll see the world from my Harley. And maybe in a year or two, we'll have a little one. She'll look just like you. We'll add on a sidecar, electric guitar, and we'll be a trio. The baby makes 3-0. Tell your daddy and your mama too, you got something better to do. Stick around the house the rest of your life. You're 18, you can be my wife. You'll be the queen of my highway, my motorcycle mama, and we'll see the world from my Harley. We'll see the world from my Harley. We'll see the world from my Harley. The chain don't break.
Mm-hmm. That's a Hell's Angel epitaph, if I ever heard one. KROQ, to rock in Los Angeles with a rabbit, to Victrola Records and to Hardy Hearts. Remember Sylvia's mom? I hope you do. It was specially planned for you.
Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's busy, too busy to come to the phone. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's trying to start a new life of her own. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's happy, so why don't you leave her alone? And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes, please. Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna tell her goodbye. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's packing. She's gonna be leaving today. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's marrying a fella down Galveston way. Sylvia's mother says, please don't say nothing to make her start crying and stay. And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes, please. Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna tell her goodbye. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's hurrying. She's catching the 9 o'clock train.
Sylvia's mother says, take your umbrella, 'cause Sylvia, it's starting to rain. And Sylvia's mother says, thank you for calling, and sir, won't you call back again? And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes, please. This is Amy, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, this is Amy, I just wanna tell her goodbye.
That's what Sylvia's dad always said. She's her mother. All right, it's Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show from KROQ. First go round for the Palace of the Saddle Club and a rabbit and all that. Tune written by Shel Silverstein. Did I see a look of question in your eye? I thought I might, right? Proves to me you got hair on your hands. You've been looking at the pictures in Playboy. You haven't read a thing.
Half a mile from the county fair, and the rain came pouring down. Me and Billy standing there with a silver half a crown. Had the full of a fishing rod and the tackle on our backs. We just stood there getting wet with our backs against the fence. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Hope it don't rain all day. Yeah, it stung me to my soul. Stung me just like Jelly Roll. And it stung me. Yeah, it stung me to my soul. Stung me just like going home. Yeah, it stung me. And the rain let up and the sun came up and we were getting dry. Almost let a pickup truck nearly passed us by. So he jumped right in the driver's glen, and he dropped us up the road. Yeah, we looked at the swim and we jumped right in, not to mention fishing pole. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Let it run all over me. Yeah, that stung me to my soul. Stung me just like Jelly Roll. Yeah, that stung me. Yeah, that stung me to my soul. Stung me just like going home. Yeah, that stung me. But our throats were getting dry. Then we saw the man from across the road with the sunshine in his eyes. Really left all alone in his own little home with a great, great gallon jar. There were bottles too, one for me and you. And he said, hey, there you are. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Oh, the water. Get myself from the mountain stream. Yeah, it stung me to my soul. Saw me just like Jelly Roll. Yeah, it stung
it's done me to my soul. Saw me just like going home, and it's done me. And it's done me to my soul. It's done me just like Jelly Roll, and it's done me. And it's done me to my soul. It's done me just like going home, and it's done me.
Throw my ticket out the window. Throw my suitcase out there too. Throw my troubles out the door. I don't need them anymore. 'Cause tonight I'll be staying here with you. I should have left this town this morning, but it was more than I could do. Oh, your love comes on so strong, and I've waited all day long for tonight when I'll be staying here with you. Is it really any wonder the love that a stranger might receive? You cast your spell and I went under. I find it so difficult to leave. I can hear that whistle blowing. I see that station master too. If there's a poor boy on the street, then let him have my seat. 'Cause tonight I'll be staying here with you. Throw my ticket out the window. Throw my suitcase out there too. Throw my troubles out the door. I don't need them anymore. 'Cause tonight I'll be staying here with you.
That's what you call planned, right? Tonight I'll be staying here with you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I wouldn't have planned that if I'd thought about it before I did it. Tell your mom you gotta ask her if you can listen to KROQ. This is KROQ, the rock in Los Angeles with a rabbit. This is our first program, the first in a row of many Pals of the Saddle Club meetings, and we'll be holding right here on 1500. Is that good? I threw the station call letters in. I got the frequency. Okay, we had Van Morrison from Moondance with I tell you, it's going to be nuts tonight. I haven't been on the air in a long time. And the last time I worked 4 days and was fired, so that'll give you some idea, right? We started with Anna Stoned Me from Moondance, and then we had Bob Dylan from Nashville Skyline. And tonight I'll be staying here with you, which is what it's all about. And at this point in the program, I'm supposed to stop and take care of some government commitments. Let's see. I'm asking a question, but I don't necessarily need an answer, okay? Do you use food the way some people use alcohol? Do you use them both? Well, So much for both of us. Overeaters Anonymous has a solution. Da-da-da-da-da. There are no dues. You pay a lot of dues if you drink and eat a lot. There are no dues or no fees. But you must have a desire to stop compulsive eating. Stop compulsive eating. Sounds like a chant. Stop compulsive eating. You got to do that. That's what it says. I'm reading it like they read it. For information, call KROQ and we'll say, hey, that's really far out, because that's what we've been doing for a long time.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can't understand, and I love you. Yes, I love
I want you to join together with the band. This is not the Doobies, this is the Who. You get a little confused, I know. I've been there before. It's the Rabbit on a Saturday night on a rock. I'm doing all right running across the records here with my sneakers, huh? I gotta learn this. Drake couldn't teach me. I could do it right. Join together with a band, and the band's playing rock and roll on KROQ with a rabbit on a Saturday night. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mustang Sally, better slow your motor down.
Mustang Sally. Guess you better slow your Mustang down. Oh, Lord. What I said now. Mustang Sally now, baby. Oh, Lord. Guess you better slow your Mustang down. Oh, yeah. You've been running all over town now. Oh, I guess I have to put your flat feet on the ground. What I said now. Listen, all you wanna do is ride around Saturday. 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 Gonna be wiping your weeping eye. When I said that, look at this. I bought you a brand new Mustang, a 1965. Now you come around signifying a woman you don't wanna let me ride. Mustang Saturday night, baby. Oh, Lord. Guess you better slow that Mustang down. Oh, Lord. Look, you've been running all over town. Ow! Got to put your black feet on the ground. What I said now. Listen one more time, y'all. Now all you wanna do is ride around all you wanna do is
Ride, Sally, ride. KROQ to rock in Los Angeles with a rabbit on a Saturday night. The Mustang Sally, Wilson Pickett. To an invitation of sorts, Rod Stewart. You wear it well. Open it button at a time.
I had nothing to do on this hot afternoon but to settle down and write you a line. I've been meaning to phone you, but from Minnesota. Hell, it's been a very long time. You wear it well, a little old-fashioned, but that's alright. Well, I suppose you're thinking, I bet he's sinking, or he wouldn't get in touch with me. Oh, I ain't begging or losing my head. I sure do want you to know that you wear it well. There ain't a lady in the land so fine. Oh, my. Remember them baseball parties, your brother's karate, the all-day rock and roll shows. There were homesick blues and the radical blues. I haven't left a mark on you. You wear it well, a little out of time, but I don't mind. But I ain't forgetting that you were once mine. But I blew it without even trying. So when the sun goes low and you're home all alone, think of me and try not to laugh, and I'll wear it well. I don't object if you call collect, 'cause I ain't forgetting that you were once mine, but I'll do it without even trying. Now I'm eating my heart out, trying to get back to you.
The load right on me. I picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. Then I saw him coming and the devil walking side to side.
If I was really with it, I was thumbing through my disc jockey manual, I would say something like, take the load off and put the load right on me, because I really dig to get loaded. I'm sorry. That's from the FM disc jockey on AM manual. This is written by Pink Chablis and all those guys. Right. The Beamer wrote a couple of chapters, sure. Okay, this is the Rabbit on KROQ, and this is our first program. I hope the first of many programs that we'll be calling the Pals of the Saddle Club, and we'll have club cards printed up later on. We got a club song we'll all learn to sing, and we have our TV show coming up where we'll sing, 'Cause we're pals in the saddle again. A lot of things will be coming up. This is just the first of many programs, I hope, on KROQ, The Rock in Los Angeles, and I'm really proud to be here. This is really kind of nice. This is the first time in a long time I really feel relaxed behind the microphone. That sounds hokey, right? Listen to the clod! Right? But that's right. I'm serious, right? And I'm working with a friend of mine, Steve Lundy, from Tyler, Texas. We started out in radio together, and Steve Lundy, you may not have heard of Steve Lundy, but you will before it's over with, because Steve Lundy does what you call your basic Texas boogie. That's with a capital B. Several changes. You can go from to several other things. But Steve will be on every afternoon from 3 until 6 o'clock, and I'm proud. A couple of Tyler, Texas boys sitting here in the city doing whatever it is that we came here to do. But anyway, do I have to do the spot now? I'll do the spot now. A California commune fights the loggers. Peace Power. Bullies stopped by Pocahontas. An interview with R. Harris Smith. Might as well stick with a basic theme. Author of OSS, The Secret History of America's First Central Intelligence Agency. Jack Anderson reports. China aims nuclear weapons at Russia. It's dragging out, but I'm doing it. You've got to keep the basic theme. Read it all in the Los Angeles Free Press, on sale now. Let's go to the back of the... we got time. This is a 60-second spot. Let's go to the back of the Free Press. We got time very quickly. And find one. This will give you another idea. It's good to rattle papers. Sounds like you're lying. Okay, here it is. Back in the personals. under the personals. Let's find one. I'll read this. Give you an idea of another side of the free press. Here's a good one. Purple Freak. Bald, 43, and wealthy. Seeks preteen, blonde girl, sneaker freak, with a crew cut. To pet dogs on alternate Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you're interested, look into the free press.
It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light. Oh, where you going to, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window. She said 16 Parkside Lane. Something about her was familiar. I could swear I've seen her face before. But she said, I'm sure you're mistaken. And she didn't say anything more. It took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile just the same. And she said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and the too little smiles, I still remember you. Somewhere in a fairy tale, I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of a Dodge. The lesson hadn't gone too far. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights. Took off to find the sky. Whoa, I've got something inside me to drive the princess blind. There's a wild man wizard, he's hiding in me. In my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, not what my life's about. 'Cause I've been letting my outside tide me over till my time runs out. There was not much more for us to talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway past the gate and the fine trim lawns. And she said, we must get together, but I knew it'd never be arranged. Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Well, another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would let her go. I stashed the bill in my shirt, and she walks away in silence. It's strange how you never know, but we'd both gotten what we'd asked for such a long, long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights, I took off for the sky. And here she's acting happy inside her handsome home, and me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train, and I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained and rode us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues. Windshield wipers slapping time, I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song that Javi knew. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, don't mean nothing, honey, if it ain't free. Yeah, feeling good was easy, love, when he sang the blues. You know, feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby, yeah. From the Kentucky coal mine to the California sun, yeah, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather, through everything that we've done, yeah, Bobby, baby, kept me floating low. One day of Salinas long, I let him slip away. He's looking for that home, and I hope he finds it. But I trade all of my tomorrow for one single yesterday, to be holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, that's all that Bobby left me. When it's feeling good was easy, loud when he sang the blues. Hey, feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby, yeah. La da 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 da. La da 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 Bobby, yeah. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 Bobby, yeah. La da da la da da la da
11 o'clock. We had Cinema Harry with Taxi from Heads and Tails. And a Chris Christopherson tune, The Janets. Me and Bobby McGee. This is Lighthouse.
On a western bay, and it serves 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes. And there's a girl in this harbor town, and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, catch another round. She serves them whiskey and wine. The sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine girl. Yeah, your eyes could steal a sailor from the sea. Brandy wears a braided chain made of finest silver from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name of a man that Brandy loved. He came on a summer's day, bringing gifts from far away, but he made it clear they couldn't stay. No harbor was his home. The sailor said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine girl. My love and my lady is the sea. When the bars close down, Brandy walks through a silent town and loves a man who's not around. She still can hear him say, she hears him say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine but my life, my love and my lady is the sea. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I've had nothing to live for, and look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change, everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. Listen, 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Now I'm just gonna sit at the dock of a bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm sitting on the dock of a bay, wasting time.
It's the Rabbit on KROQ, the Rock in Los Angeles, on a Saturday night, September 2. Mark that down on your calendar. The initial meeting of the Palace of the Saddle Club will be here till 2 o'clock when Johnny Darren comes in.
ROQ.
seen her all in gold, like a queen in days of old. She shoots colors all around, like the sunset going down. Have you seen a lady fair? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in she's like a rainbow. Coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere. She comes in
My ding-a-ling, no? Oh, I'm sorry. That's from Satanical Majesty. She comes in colors. I remember her from New Orleans. It cost a little extra, but, I mean, when you hot, right? That's, like I said, the Stones before that, or prior to that, to use proper English, Argent. And hold your head up. Dun, 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 dun. This is KROQ, the Rock in Los Angeles, with a rabbit. I want to remind you, the Ultimate Rock Concert, that's spelled ROQ concert, is coming up very soon. And when I tell you about it, you're going to go, oh, man, he is putting us on. Is that good? I've been reading the Free Press. I'm trying to get this down. Try that again, and you're going to say, oh, man, far out. That's better. Okay, but anyway, remember that I told you. I hate to be the one that told you so, but I did. Okay? What else can I say? The studio is very cramped. It's exactly 14 after 11 o'clock on a Saturday night with El Conejo. Long, cool woman with a black dress on. I can understand the excitement that's generated by that record, but it's a case of, well, what would you call it? Creative remembering, I think. Any similarity between the two records I just played for you would be strictly between the guys that recorded both their records, right? I don't know who copied who, whatever. would I be one to pass a judgment? This is the Rabbit on KROQ. The ROQ Revolution is on, 1500. I hope by now that you know that, right? You're going, yeah, why is he telling us that? We already know that. But anyway, I'm doing what I'm told to do, right? And I'm telling you what, I'm going to do it. We started with Long Cool Woman in a black dress, doo-doo-doo, with the Hollies, and then, of course, Credence, title song from Green River. This is KROQ, like I said. Let me look around 20 minutes after 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. And this is the first meeting, the first official meeting of the Palace of the Saddle Club. A little later on, we'll be singing Back In Together, right? You get ready for that? The world's heaviest tissue paper and comb player will be here for you a little later on, which happens to be one and the same as my very self. I'll play that for you. Going to do a 20-minute version of Satisfaction coming up. You better be ready. In the meantime, would you like answers from someone who's young enough to care and to talk straight? None of that, well, I can dig it, man, you know, but back when I was, you know, those things you get. Well, when I was young, we had to walk 20 miles to school. You get that when you call up most of those hotlines, so don't worry. But this is different. It says call the VD hotline, sponsored by the Huntington Park JCs. Dial LUV Lab 1. Come on, clean up your act. LUV Lab 1, 588-5221, or call KROQ for information. What am I going to tell you? If I had anything to tell you, partner, I would tell you. In the meantime, LA weather, a few clouds through the weekend with a possibility of showers. That's nice. I hope you do. Somebody didn't. Low tonight, 65. High tomorrow, 85 with light smog. But tomorrow is going to be, now check this for identification and rolling to the next record. Tomorrow is going to be a beautiful Sunday.
Sunday morning, up with the lark. I think I'll take a walk in the park. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. I've got someone waiting for me. And when I see her, I know that she'll say, hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh, my, it's a beautiful day. Birds are singing, you're by my side. Let's take a car and go for a ride. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. We'll drive on and follow the sun, making Sunday go on and on. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh, my, it's a beautiful day. Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday. This is my beautiful day. When you say that you love me. Oh, my, it's a beautiful day. Hot, 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 beautiful Sunday.
Okay, for those of you who need to know, 1966. Remember? Sunshine Superman with Donovan. Mr. Leach, as it were. Before that, Daniel Boone. That's important. Right here in this very building that I pronounce it like that. Daniel Boone. And Beautiful Sunday from the KROQ. What do we call it? List of hits? I can dig. All right, whatever. It's the Rabbit. On a Saturday night. 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect.
This is the thing I've never known before. It's called easy living. This is a place I've never seen before, and I've been forgiven. Easy living, and I've been forgiven since you've taken your place in my heart. Somewhere along the lonely road I had tried to find ya. Day after day on that winding road I had walked behind ya. Easy living, and I've been forgiven since you've taken your place in my heart. That's an easy living. Somewhere along the lonely road I had tried to find you. Day after day on that winding road I had walked right behind you. Easy living, and I've been forgiven since you've taken your place in my heart. Easy living, and I've been forgiven since you've taken your place in my heart.
Easy living. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking and knows what to do with it. You heat on the rock. KROQ on a Saturday night with a rabbit sitting here going, thinking, what's a Saturday night? Without Chugling. One more time with Credence. Now, forgive me if I err in my ways. But I want to shake my tail, you know? Might be a waitress on the thigh. Crawl through the sawdust.
Keep on tooling. Keep on tooling. Keep on tooling. 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 Maybe you don't understand it, but if you're a natural man, you
Chugler, Saturday night on KROQ at a Rock in Los Angeles with El Conejo. That's the rabbit, for those of you who don't parlez-vous français. Don't mess around. Got a tattoo, right? Well.
Uptown got its hustlers. Bowery got its bumps. 42nd Street got Big Jim, a Walker, he a bull shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he's big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a country horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim Ball just because. And they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull a mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. But out of South Alabama come a country boy, said looking for a man named Jim. I am a bull shooting boy, my name is Willie McCoy, but down home they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He drive on a drop-top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. And everybody say, Jack, don't you know, you don't tug on Superman cape, you don't spin in the wind, you don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Ba-do-do-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, the hush fell over the pool room to Jimmy come bopping in an awful street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't blood, it was the soles of the big man's feet. Yeah, he was cut in about 100 places, and he was shot in a couple more. And you better believe I sung a different kind of story when a Big Jim hit the floor. They're saying you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Yeah, Big Jim got his hat. Find out where it's at. It's not hustling people strange to you, even if you do got a two-piece custom-made bull suit. Yeah, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit into the wind, you don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim.
It's Jim C. It's supposed to sound like you know him, right? Jim C. And you don't mess around with Jim from The Rock, KROQ with a rabbit on a Saturday night. Meeting number one, as it were, of the Palace of the Saddle Club. A little later on, I hope some of you will grow to know and love this particular segment of broadcast day on The Rock, because I'm proud to be here. I own a piece of The Rock. That's right. One of these days, a little later on, when the boss is not listening, I'll explain all that to you. Well, I will. Come on. And don't press me. This is my first night. I got the nerves. My hands are going. But anyway, I want to remind you about someone that'll be on the air at various times throughout the day. Is it time to do the cross plug? This is the cross plug time. A friend of mine, Steve Lundy. Steve, quote, Baby Lundy, or Steve, quote, Boogie Lundy, will be on the air every afternoon from 3 until 6 o'clock. And we go all the way back 10 years ago to Tyler, Texas, when we were both wet behind the ears and knew why, you know. Right. But we had a contest back in the old days between the Rabbit and Steve Lundy to see who could do the best #1 intro. And as I'm looking through my disc jockey manual, we have not played the #1 record in Los Angeles on the Rock in almost 2 hours. I don't know if Jim Wood played it or not. I don't remember that far back. I crawled in here about 10 o'clock. And anyway, so I figure we'll play it now. But Steve Lundy will be here tomorrow to do Boogie! He'll be doing his thing, right? So I figure I should do my #1 for you right about now. Let me put my earphones back on. They fell off. Testing 1, 2. Are you ready? All right. Yeah, in the meantime, for those of you who are dialing along, this is KROQ 1500 with a rabbit on a Saturday night. Should we do it now? Number! No, wait. I gotta warm up. #1! It would have had better impact if it was an up tune. But the Three Dog Hype don't do up tunes normally. When you're hot, you're hot.
The ink is black, the page is white. Together we learn to read and write. A child is black, a child is white. The whole world looks upon the sight, a beautiful sight. And now a child can understand that this is the law of all the land, all the land. The world is black, the world is white. It turns by day and then by night. A child is black, a child is white. Together they grow to see the light, to see the light. And now at last, the way we see, we'll have a dance of liberty, liberty. The world is black, the world is white. It turns by day and then by night. A child is black, a child is white. The whole world looks upon the sight, a beautiful sight. The world is black, the world is white. It turns by day and then by night. A child is black, a child is white. Together they grow to see the light, to see the light. The world is black, the world is white. It turns by day and then by night. A child is black, a child is white. Together they grow to see the light, to see the light. Come on, get it, get it.
Two. Remember that? All right, that's number one from KROQ. And we'll play that again sometime next year. That's Black and White, the Three Dog Hype. KROQ, the ROQ Revolution is on. 1500 in Los Angeles. Sing yeah. All right, this is a rabbit sitting around playing the records at 14 minutes before 12. I don't know. I'm just doing what I was told to do. You know, play the records and whatever comes after that, and that's cool too. I'm getting paid for this. Hold it, wait a second. Let's go back to the days of pink and black, for those of you who remember. Pink and black, remember the colors? I'd have them black pants with the little pink stitches down the side and a pink suede belt turned all the way around to the side. Huh? You remember that. Sparkling shirt unbuttoned all the way down to your navel, exposing the hair that you couldn't quite grow. Remember that? Remember Dick Clark when he had a crew cut? How about Charlie O before he got an ego? That even rhymed. This is a magic night. Or, we'll go back to this. If you really think back to those days and sit back and kind of very quietly think, are you thinking? After your mind rolls by the did, huh? Remember those? Do-wop. Well, you might remember what Jackie Wilson said. Remember? Repeat. I'm trying. A lesser guy would have sat here and played the records, you know? I'm getting it together. I hope the boss is listening.
Jackie Wilson said, it was repeat. Kind of love you got, knock me off my feet. Let it all hang out. Oh, let it all hang out. Yeah, you know, I'm so wired up. Don't need no coffee in my cup. Let it all hang out. Let it all hang out. Watch this.
hell with what Jackie Wilson might have said. That's Van Morrison. Let's hear what he did say on the rock.
Hey, you! Come out here on the floor. Let's rock some more. Come out of here on the floor. Honey, let's rock some more, yeah. Now when you get out here, don't you have no fear. Put your hands on your hips and let your backbone slip and work out. My mama moves up. First step. Honey, move back. Second step. Shuffle to the left. Third step. Shuffle to the right. Fourth step. Now it's plain to see. Hurt for me, but it's a natural fact. I like it like that, so work out. Yeah, baby, work out. Work, baby, work out. Honey, work out. Work, baby, work out. Baby, work out. Work, baby, work out. I'm trying to join out. Work, baby, work out. Work out. Work out. Work out. Work out. Work all night long. Work, yeah. Round and round and round and round. 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 Don't you know, don't you know? Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Yeah, the band is swinging on the stand. We're moving in, we're moving out. Think we'll step back now and end this dance with a shout. So work out. Now when I tell you to shout, I want you to jump at it. Yeah, baby, let's shout. Shout, baby, shout. Shout, let's shout. Shout, baby, shout. Shout, baby, let's shout. Shout, baby, shout. Shout, turn it out, baby. Shout, shout. Let's shout. Let's shout. Let's shout. Let's shout. Shout all night long. Shout all night long. One more time. Now here we go. Work, baby, work. Round and round we go. Work, baby, round and round we go. Work, baby, work out. Now work out. Work out. Work out. Work out. Work all night long. Work, baby, work out. Work, baby, work out. Work out, baby. Work, baby, work out. Work out, woman. Work, baby, work out. Jump, turn it, join out. Work, baby, work out. Work out. Work out.
Work Out. Work Out, Baby, 1963. For those younger folks out there listening, about a year shy of the Beatles. From KROQ with a rabbit at 7 minutes before 12 midnight. I mean, if we're going back to the originals, let me play you one you haven't heard in a long time. Remember this?
Now that I love a girl and Ruby is her name. Hear me talking now. This girl don't love me, but I love her just the same. What I say? Whoa, Ruby, Ruby, I will want you like a ghost. I'm gonna haunt you. Ruby, 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 will you be mine? Sometime, each time I see you, baby, my heart cries. Oh, it does, Ruby. I tell ya, I'm gonna steal you away from all those guys.
Hey, I can see you doing a stroll out there. Don't be ashamed. Go ahead on. Is that it? Right on. That's it. I got it. That's Dion. KROQ. It's the Rabbit on a Saturday night. Just kind of playing the records that it says right here to play. Brought a few from home. On a Rock. Tower of Power.
You're still a young man, baby. Don't waste your time. You're still a young man, baby. Don't waste your time. Down on my knees. Is done. You see that you were wrong. You wake up wondering just how well I've done. Well, I've done all right. Yes, there are some girls, but you know I drop them on side just for you. You're still a young man, baby. Don't waste your time. Someday you'll understand, young man, just what it means when a man comes to you with his little heart in his hand just to love you. Don't waste your time. You better listen to me. Saying I'm loving you. Hey, now, baby, trying to tell you that it's you. You would check my stuff out one time, just to hold you, just to squeeze you, and all I want to do is get next to you and please you, baby. You dig where I'm coming from?
Yes, indeed. Friends, neighbors out there in Radio Land. This is The Rock in Los Angeles, for those of you who were dialing along and found us right here on the dial. We'll call that charity and move along. I'll accept that. This is The Rabbit. It's midnight.
Burbank.
Weak
Listen to the music. For those of you who don't know, that's the Doobie Brothers, former house band for the Hells Angels. Now they make enough money to play for the devil himself on a rock with a rabbit, 7 past midnight.
ROQ.
On a hot and dusty night, we were eating eggs and Sammys when the black man there drew his knife. Oh, you drowned that Jew in Rampton as he washed his sleeveless shirt. You know, that Spanish-speaking gentleman, the one that we all call Kurt. Come now, gentlemen, I know the toughest state. How forgetful I'm becoming now. You fix your business straight. I remember you in Hemlock Road, 1956. You're a baggy little leather boy with a smaller piece of stick. You were lashing, smashing hunk of man. Your sweat shines sweet and strong. Your organ's working perfectly, but there's a part that's not screwed on. I want you at the KROQ convention back in 1965. You're the misread executive I see heavily advertised. You're the great gray man whose daughter licks policeman's buttons clean. You're the man who squats behind the man who works the soft machine. Come now, gentlemen, your love is all I crave. You'll still be in the circus when I'm laughing, laughing in my grave. When the old men do the fighting and the young men all look on, and the young girls eat their mother's meat from tubes of plasticon. Be wary, please, my gentle friends, of all the skins you breathe. They have a tasty habit, they eat the hands that bleed. So remember who you say you are and keep your noses clean. Boys will be boys and play with toys, so be strong with your beef. Oh, Rosie dear, don't you think it's queer? So stop me if you please. The baby's dead, my lady said, you gentlemen. Why you all work for me?
Takes you back to the old days. Remember the old days back in the 50s when everybody wore the draped trousers and you could always tell the sax player because he had dust on his knees, right? But or maybe a guitar player with a limp wrist, but it doesn't matter. It goes all the way back. That's the Stones from Exile. I'm doing my best, so just hang on there. Don't touch that dial, as they used to say. Stones and Rip This Joint. And before that we had from Performance, Mick Jagger and what do they call it? Now, I'm a little lost tonight. I haven't heard that in a long time. Memo from Turner. Gonna play that for the bosses that be that are listening to the station tonight. Little business to take care of. This is the ROQ in Los Angeles, in case you were dialing along, and here we are. And you go, what is that? This is the ROQ, KROQ. And you're gonna get to know and love us. I promise you that. Regardless, it's time for me to cup my ear and play staff announcer. Are your parents having trouble understanding you? Are you sitting around going, yeah, man, I can dig all in a family, but he's a bigot. If they're having trouble communicating, that's the word. Are your parents causing difficulties and a real generation gap? Well, tell them about the parent educational course at Van Nuys Junior High. It'll turn them on. Call KROQ for information. I have no information, so please don't call for me. I have no information. The number, if you'd like to call and say, get off the radio, is 846-9174. I've just been informed that we do have phones set up for tonight. This is the first job I've ever had with phones set up. The weather, a few clouds through the weekend. A few clouds through the weekend. See, we could do that. With a possibility of showers, which is nice if you're getting funky, especially if you got those little, I know, some of you don't have that. Some of you have to splash water up under your work shirts to get that little sweaty look under the armpits. Others don't. But there's a possibility of showers, and I hope you do. And low tonight 65, high tomorrow 85 with light smog in the basin, as they always say. We have 69 degrees, which is interesting here in Burbank. And in Los Angeles, 70 degrees. In San Diego, still 74 degrees. Is that all we have to do? Meanwhile, up at the weather tower,
55 degrees and Musk.
I don't know how to do that anymore. I'm just here to do whatever we're supposed to do. Oh, I know what I want to do. Before we get back to that, when I get into that boogie thing, I can't stop. I just keep playing records, one after the other. But I do have a thing that I would like to play for somebody very special. And I can understand that you would understand that I would like to do this. And I've been on the air 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I'd like to do it now. Okay? Now, for those of you who will be listening later on to the Pals of the Saddle Club, which will normally be on from 10 until 1 o'clock on the ROQ, KROQ 1500, KROQ, listening to the Rabbit. We'll call it the Pals of the Saddle Club, and this is our theme song, which I would like to play, if I may. May I? Thank you. I want to play this for Ted Atkins, and for Bill Drake, and for Mr. Watson, Mr. Torres, and all the others that are involved. It's a tune that they will remember, if you'll listen along. Are you getting behind it? Okay, so kind of pat your foot and sing along. I can see you're digging it. Now let's do it again. remember back to the days of the Dormouse before Bobby Fischer? And remember what the Dormouse said when he was on the chessboard crawling across, knocking all the pawns and the